What's going on, everybody? It is just after Black Friday, and everybody's trying to find gifts for the fishermen on their list. One of the suggestions given to us on the text line, which is, as always, 305-930-7346. I got a sticker right there that shows me exactly what that number is. You can always text that number and give us suggestions for the show. And one of the suggestions we got this week was, how about a holiday gift guide for the angler on your list? So I will say a lot of these are sponsored products. I have the best sponsors that you can possibly get. So the sponsors that I have, I also really like their products and use them. So it is beyond a sponsor post. It is an endorsement. I like their stuff, and I would definitely suggest it for somebody on your list. So let's see what's in the stocking right now. And these are they're just whatever comes out first, not by price. So we've got a Yeti drinkware cup. They have tons of different cups, and anyone on your list would like one of these. What I particularly like about these is that you can get them personalized, and the personalization only costs somewhere between $6 and $10. You can just get text on it. You can have your name on it. You can have your nickname on it. You can have your boat logo. You can have your business logo. It's up to your imagination. So if you want to get one for yourself, or you want to get one for the fishermen on your list, the Yeti cups, the Yeti drinkware, excellent gift. I'm sure there'll be plenty of those under the tree this year. All right, another stocking stuffer idea, the Danco braid scissors. If you're a fisherman or you have a fisherman on your list, the braid scissors are awesome. This is $5. It'll be $5 that is very well spent, because these things cut braid like butter, better than pliers, better than anything else. If you're tying a lot of knots with braid, definitely a pair of braid scissors are going to come in very handy. Danco, these are Danco, they're only $5. So that's a great thing to stick in your stocking stuffer. Down here, got a couple other things. Element, my favorite. Take it every day myself. And they have lots of different flavors, including chocolate, which is the holiday thing this year. I like orange. I'm kind of a citrus guy as far as this stuff goes. I like orange and grapefruit personally. Those are my two favorites, but they have raspberry. They have so many different flavors. One of these, a box like this right here, is $45. Has 30 stick packs in it. And if you're fishing all the time, or the person that you're shopping for is fishing all the time or working out all the time, the Element is a fantastic hydration tool, really, to allow you to stay on the water longer, recover better. And it's got 1,000 milligrams of sodium, 200 milligrams of potassium, and 60 milligrams of magnesium without any sugar. Fantastic gift, great stocking stuffer. I think we got one more thing in the stocking stuffer. Black Rifle Coffee. You can get a coffee club subscription if you are running out of time, you haven't shopped, you don't know what stores are open, you can't think of anything for anyone. Subscriptions are good for that, because you can get one bag a month, I think, shipped to you. It's around $15 or so, and if you use the code BLASTOFF25, you can get 25% off the first month, which brings it down. You can get the rounds, you can get a bag of coffee. You can get even the ready to drink. For somebody that enjoys coffee, most fishermen get up early in the morning, they go fishing. Coffee is a great thing. All right, so those are stocking stuffer ideas. We're going to move on to some medium priced ideas for the fishermen on your list. Of course, everybody needs a pair of polarized sunglasses. For whether you're fishing in freshwater or saltwater, a pair of polarized sunglasses is an excellent choice. These are the Costa Rincondo, and these go for $275 to $300. You can get most pairs of Costa sunglasses. You can go check them out, see what you like. Tackle Direct's a great place to go for the sunglasses, but a pair of Costa polarized sunglasses is a great idea for somebody on your list. This is a fantastic idea. The Hook fishing boot. This boot right here is fantastic. You can see that these are well worn, which I could use a new pair of Hook boots. Any of your fishing people could probably use a pair of hook fishing boots. These are very, very popular in the Keys and in saltwater fishing. But when we went up to Alaska, everyone's wearing these type of boots up in Alaska, or the taller ones. But these are really good for fishing and for going around. They're usually about $100. And I think that we just looked it up. Tackle Direct is having a sale on these right now as low as $52. So it's a good time to pick some of those up. And depending on the size and model, color, and everything else, they might be a little bit more expensive. But that's a great idea for somebody. A good pair of boots or a new pair of boots. We've got Danco pliers. Now these, man, most used thing in the boat are the fishing pliers. Fishing pliers, I mean, they're essential. If you're a fishing guide, if you are somebody that goes fishing a lot, they are essential. Now, what I like about these as much as the pliers is I love the sheath that they come in. You slip the belt all the way through. These are the model that is not quite as expensive. These are the lower price model, and they have a plastic sheath, which is great if you're wearing shorts that do not have belt loops. But personally, I'm going to step up to the nicer ones. These are the titanium pliers, and they come with a leather sheath that you put the belt all the way through, so it's not going to come off ever. And this sheath is going to last you the rest of your life because they're titanium plier. The jaws are really good and even, and they have replaceable cutting blades. So you're able to cut very well with these pliers. Really good set of pliers. And those titanium pliers are $179 at Tackle Direct. So these are great choice for somebody on your list, especially inshore or offshore saltwater. But, you know, even bass fishermen or anybody else could use those type of pliers, but particularly for inshore and offshore saltwater. All right. Now we've got, we're going to move on to the big things. So these are all great. So we got stocking stuffers, we got mid-sized gifts. Now we're going to move on to something a little larger. You want to get somebody something really nice? That's what we're talking about right here. We're going to start with a pair of really nice binoculars. So if your fisherman on your list is also a bird watcher, need a nice pair of binoculars. But we use binoculars for finding fish. The type of fishing that we're doing is inshore saltwater fishing or offshore saltwater fishing. So one of the things that we're doing in offshore fishing is we're looking for birds as far out as you can possibly see. If you have a good pair of binoculars, you can see much further, and you can see those birds way, way, way further out there. You can see disturbances on the water, but mostly offshore, we're looking for birds, frigate birds or any other kind of birds that are diving on bait or following fish, waiting for them to push the bait up to the surface. If you see that, you can run over there and you can get on those fish. And if you can get on them before anybody else, you're going to be the one catching them. So offshore, that's the way we use the binoculars. But inshore is where these things are really, really incredibly important. We've been using them for 20 years, and it has been as good of a fish finding tool as anything that I've ever had on the boat. A lot of the type of water that we're fishing in and a lot of the type of weather conditions that we're fishing in, very calm. Very slick, calm, and the fish that we're fishing for often stick their tails up out of the water. Bonefish, permit, sharks, redfish, all kinds of fish, tailing, moving, pushing wakes. And we'll get into certain situations where we think, okay, we're going to need to pole a long way. Also, tarpon are another fish that we use these for, but we're going to need to pole a long way to get up there where we're seeing with our naked eye, we're seeing that there's some sort of fish sticking something out of the water, okay? This happens a ton around Flamingo and in the Everglades. You put the binoculars up to your eye, from a long way away, without binoculars, it looks exactly like redfish tailing up there. You put the binoculars up and you realize it's a bunch of small sharks. Okay, nothing wrong with small sharks, but if that's not the target, that's not where you want to go. You can scan around until you find what you're looking for and then go right to that fish. You eliminate a lot of the wasted time a lot of the wasted energy and direction of going and pursuing something that wasn't your target species. Same thing will apply for tarpon. You're looking and looking and looking for tarpon from a long way away, a cormorant that's going down and coming back up. That can look a lot like a tarpon on the right conditions. You put the binoculars up, you look at it, you study it, you watch, and you see that it's a cormorant. You scan further around, they're the tarpon. They're out there a little bit further or a different direction. You've eliminated a lot of wasted time and energy going for something that wasn't your target. The binoculars are incredibly, incredibly effective. These binoculars are the Nikon Monarch M5. This one is in a 10 by 42, which I really like that. I like the 10 by 42 because it gives me a good sight picture. It brings in a lot of light for my eyes, and I'm able to see what I'm looking for in low light conditions as well as in highlight conditions. Small, compact binocular. If you're not currently using binoculars, or the person that you're shopping for isn't currently using binoculars, this is a great choice. And these are on the big list, and these are $250. Okay, this is a waterproof pair of binoculars that's going to last a long time. So $250 pair of binoculars, anybody would be really happy with those. Move up to a really big gift, which you might think that I was going to talk about this reel right here, but the really big gift would be a yellowfin boat. Yellowfin 24 CE on an Amere Trail trailer. You put a Mercury 400 on there, dual power poles, triple Lowrance screens on there with active target. You can have it fully loaded with Lithium Pro batteries. Put reFLEX marine decking across the whole boat. You can put your logos in there, the same logo that you have on your Yeti cup. You could put on your boat. You can also have multiple Yeti coolers on there. So we use 2 Yeti coolers or sometimes 3 Yeti coolers. We'll load the boat entirely with St. Croix and Diawa reels, a whole ton of tackle, and a whole bunch of other stuff on that boat, and that's going to retail for about $212,000. So if you're really looking for something to get somebody, you could also get them that. If that's not in the price range, understood, we could step down to the Diawa Certate. Now this reel, the Diawa Certate, is my favorite. It really is. I hate to play favorites, but if I were to pick one, I think I would go with the Certate for most of my fishing. And the reason is the Certate is the reel in the Diawa lineup that is the highest end reel that still has an automatic bail. A lot of people don't care about an automatic bail, but when you're taking people fishing for a living and they're not used to an automatic bail, this is what an automatic bail does. When I turn the handle, this bail turns over and auto engages when I turn it. So I can close it with my hand, which is good practice. Always encourage people to close it with your hand, but a lot of people have never done that before. So the highest quality, highest end reel that Diawa makes that still has an automatic bail is the Certate, and that is one of the reasons why I like it. It's also very small and compact. It's not that I don't like the Saltiga. I do like the Saltiga. That is their flagship model and the absolute best you can possibly get. But this one, I would be very happy to fish with this reel forever. And this is a 2500 model. A 4000 model is also one of my favorites. And those come in at $450 to $500. You can get either the 2500 series or the 4000 model. So the Diawa Certate, that is very high on the list. I would think that if any angler that's fishing inshore saltwater would love to have that in their arsenal. So you could pick that up also at Tackle Direct. The Diawa Certate, that's the 2500. Also suggest the 400. The one more thing that we've got a hook rain suit. This is a great idea. Man, a lot of people don't have good rain gear. So if you're fishing anywhere in Florida, it can be cold, certainly can be rainy. You're also getting salt spray, fishing offshore and inshore. Good rain suit is very, very good thing to have. And most people don't have the best quality rain gear. So a hook rain suit, my favorite. This one has an awesome jacket. This is the Leviathan jacket. It's also got bibs. They look like overalls. Put the overalls on with the suspenders. They come up. You're not getting any water. You're staying dry. You put this on with the boots, you are good to go. You're dressed basically like a commercial fisherman, and you're comfortable because this breathes, unlike like a rubber jacket. This breathes really well. It stays waterproof. It's got reflective all over it, which is really important to me in case you fall off the boat. And this one goes for $760 to get a rain suit that will last for years and years and keep you dry or keep whoever you're shopping for dry. So those are some ideas, and I hope we hit every price tag. We went from $5 braid scissors to a $212,000 boat. And of course you could get a more expensive boat and you could get cheaper braid scissors. But the idea was we were going to try to hit a lot of different price points and give you some ideas of things that you could get at the last minute. Right? None of these things had to be installed. None of these things have to, you just go and you find the size of your angling buddy, your angling friend, your angling family member, and you just order it up. And at this point, they can still get it to you. And at the last possible minute, maybe there's some subscriptions or the Element or the Black Rifle Coffee. Those are good suggestions for people at the last possible minute. All right, that's it for today. I hope to see you later. See ya.